the Wellington Dukes. At point guard, number 33, 5'11" junior, Matt McConnell. At the other guard, number 55, is 6'2" senior, Dan Sunders. At point wing, number 15, is 6'4" sophomore, Tyler Whitney. At the other wing, number 23, is 6'2" senior, Matt Barlow. And at post, number 45, is 6'6" junior, Jeff Yates. The Dukes are coached by Mr. Jim Michael. Introducing now the starting lineup for the Middies. At the point, number 14 is 5'10" senior, Brendan Brick. At one wing, number 12 is 6'1" senior, Drew Gilmer. At the other wing, number 34 is 6'1" senior, Aaron Fox. At one post, number 40 is 6'4" sophomore, David DeFranco. At the other post, number 50 is 6'3" junior, Ryan Kerrigan. The Middies are coached by Mr. Lorain DeFranco.
All right, getting ready to start here. Don Binnie again with Nick Walsh and Emmett Linkous here for TV 12. And tonight's game pits the Dukes, 2-3 in the conference, having defeated Brookside and Oberlin, but losing to Farlands, Clearview, and Avon against the Middies, who are 3-2 in the conference. Midview having lost to Clearview, having beaten Keystone and having beaten Keystone and Brookside and Farlands, but losing again to Clearview and Oberlin. So this is a must game for the Dukes, and certainly Midview hopes to stay close here, hoping that somebody will knock off Clearview. It's a must game really for both teams, no question about it. On the floor for the Dukes, number 23 is Matt Barlow. Number 55, Dan Gundert. Number 45, Jeff Yates. Number 15, Tyler Whitney. And I'm missing one here. Help me out.
23.
23, I have smart Matt Barlow. I got Barlow, Whitney, Yates, Gundert, and I'm still missing somebody, and I'll find them soon here. From outside is Drew Illner. Rebound down here to Gundert. Way down. Up with a shot and in is Barlow for the Dukes. Number 33, Matt McConnell.
Nice move there.
Who is that move by, Nick?
Ryan Fairbairn.
Brian Fairbairn. Chris
Very
Schoonover.
nice.
Chris Schoonover not starting for the Dukes tonight. I don't know about if there's a problem or whether that's by plan. From behind, knocked away, I thought, by Illner. Here comes the point guard for Midview Grimm. This is Aaron Fox up with a shot. A couple of matchups I expected to see tonight would be Schoonover and David DeFranco underneath, and Aaron Fox and Dan Gundert outside here for both teams. Fox, outstanding defender, and Gundert, a prolific scorer here. And of course, Schoonover and DeFranco, both big boys underneath there. Boy, David DeFranco was lucky he didn't get called for over the back there.
Now it looks like Midview is going to, right now anyway, trying to go down low to Ryan and David early in the game.
David DeFranco at 6'4", about 265, and Schoonover 6'5", and probably about the same weight. Up with a shot. Rebound, though, by Fairbairn. That was Yates, I think, up with that shot. This is Grimm coming down the floor. Fox, very quick. Fairbairn outside. What is the Wellington playing here? A zone? Looks like it. Illner shot was blocked by Yates. Way down the floor, intended for number 23, Barlow, knocked out of bounds by Ryan Fairbairn. Good defense by Fairbairn. Ball will be inbounded by Barlow. Barlow's a 6'2" senior. Gundert playing inside.
And Midview in a 2-3 zone.
Fairbairn knocks it away.
2-3 zone right now, Don.
Thunder giving away a lot of size inside there to DeFranco, but here's Yates with it. Thunder way across here, outside, off the rim here. That's number 33, Matt McConnell. Inside the Yates, back outside of McConnell, inside the Thunder. Pass by Thunder underneath. Yep.
Pass a little bit too hard, Don. Certainly had him open underneath the basket.
Brandon Grimm, senior, bringing the ball up for Midview. Grimm from outside, in and out. Gunnard with the rebound. Barrow of 23 with the ball out to McConnell. Up with the shot is Barlow. Does a good job with it. 4-2 Wellington. I think Wellington's going to play 2 units here because Barney, I think, gets a lot of playing time Schooner. So I think they're going to play 2 units, which they feel will probably be of equal strength.
Could very well be, Don.
I think that's what's going to happen here by the looks of it. Now Schooner, we're getting ready to come in now. He's going to come in for Yates. Ball thrown away. Well, Schoonover and DeFranco underneath there. It's going to be a lot of beef.
A little bit of bumping, huh? You think, Don?
I would think so. DeFranco looks a little bit the heavier, but accordingly, Schoonover's supposed to be 6'5", DeFranco 6'4", but I don't think there's much difference in height. Aaron Fox with it.
From up here, Don, looks like David's bigger.
Yeah, I think he is. Grimm.
Nice pass.
Grimm from outside strips it. 2-pointer. He tied up at 4. Maybe trying to apply some pressure now. Here's Schoonover with it. This is Whitney, the sophomore.
Man to man now, Don.
Thunder up and in with it.
Pretty quick, Don. Didn't take him long to get to the hoop on that shot.
Whitney, number 15, a 6'4" sophomore. I would imagine he's younger brother to the Whitney that played last year, and also a cousin.
It was Colby, wasn't it?
Yep.
Colby Whitney.
Inside to David DeFranco. Schoonover on him. Knocked away. Be Midview ball.
David's got to get that ball down and go right up with it. A little bit tentative down underneath there.
They better call a whistle. There's DeFranco and Schoonover on the 4 right there. Ryan Farabin. Farabin up with a shot and in. That's his pet shot right there.
Yeah, he likes that little short turnaround jumper right there in the paint, Don.
Whitney with it, number 15 down here. McConnell, shot from outside. Strips a 3. Score 9-6. Dukes on top by 3. Wellington in the man-to-man. Aaron Fox with it. Back out to Farabin.
Nice pass.
DeFranco. He loses.
David lost it.
Intercepted by Illner. Aaron Fox from the outside. Strips a 3. All tied up at 9. McConnell with it, guarded by Grimm. Down deep to Schoonover. Schoonover trying to drive on DeFranco, and they called a foul on DeFranco. And I don't know why, but it looked like he was giving ground, but that's going to be a battle all evening between those two. Dunnard with the ball. The McConnell. Barlow. Midview in the zone. Barlow from outside. Trips a three. 12-9. Middies might want to consider getting back to a man-to-man here.
He looks like a pretty good shooter, Don.
Well, we know Gundert can shoot. So if both those fellows are hitting, it's going to be difficult here for Midview. Fox is fouled. Don't know who they call. I think number 15 they call it.
You're right.
Fox shooting two, shot is up, and it's good. Mike Krashenko in the game now for Midview. Sitting down is Drew Ilner. 12-11, Dukes on top by one. 1:15 left here in the first quarter, very fast quarter. This is Whitney, the sophomore. Down to Barlow. Inside to Gundert. Ball movement is very good by the Dukes. Barlow from outside with another three. He sinks it. Maybe you might think about coming out guarding him, Nick.
He's, you can tell he's feeling it, Don. He just stands there and poses. He knows they're going in.
Yeah, well, the Middies might want to come out and guard him, don't you think?
It might help.
Durbin, or Krashenko rather, on the ground. Gundert with a great job of rebounding underneath. 17-11 Dukes. Gundert stayed right with it. I remember Gundert over in Wellington last year just burned the Middies with three-point shots.
Yes, he did.
Blocking there. Schoonover out to McConnell. 17-11 Dukes. Schaefer in the game now for Midview. McConnell driving the key. McConnell up with the shot. McConnell scores. 19-11 at the end of the first quarter with Wellington jumping on top here. 19-11. We'll be right back for the second quarter. Time in second quarter here. Dukes out on the floor. Barlow, McConnell, Whitney, Gundert, and Schoonover. Middies with DeFranco, Schaefer, Ilner, Krashenko, and Grimm. They're doing a man-to-man defense.
Straight up man-to-man. They got Drew Ilner on number 23 there, Don. We'll see what happens there.
That's Barlow. He's the shooter. Krashenko from outside. He can sink him. Schaefer with a rebound. David DeFranco up with it. Misses it. Schoonover with a rebound. McConnell guarded by Grimm out there.
You got to step it up on defense now. That's what always seems to get them going. The
Dukes did a very good job of
they
ball
better
movement.
get on that boy.
This is Gundert. From outside is McConnell off the front of the rim. Ball to Grimm. Down the floor to Ilner. Ilner probably should have shot it when he first had it. There's Grimm. He can make them. Here's David DeFranco up and in. The big sophomore. DeFranco over to Krashenko. 19-13. Midview down by 6, or the Dukes up by 6. Your pick. Drew in their ball. Got a bounce to call the foul on number 15, Tyler Whitney.
That's what you call 6 one, half a dozen of the other, right?
That's about it.
Number 15, Tyler Whitney.
Nice crowd here. I'll tell you what, it's almost a full house. Important game. All these games in the Lorain County Conference are important, I'll tell you. Could easily have 3 or 4 teams tied for second, or 2 teams tied for first, or whatever.
Absolutely.
DeFranco back up with it, and then DeFranco showing the senior Schoonover that a sophomore can play with him too.
Don, I'll tell you what, this is the biggest crowd Midview's had all year.
I think
any kind of game here.
Well, Wellington brought a lot of people here tonight. There's Schoonover wide open.
Too easy there, Don.
Sure
Way
was.
too easy.
But the Dukes are getting good ball movement, Nick. They're
Absolutely.
passing the ball real well. This is Illner from the side. He can strip him. 17-21 here. Dukes up by 4. Knocked away by Midview. It'll be Wellington ball.
Enter the game for the Dukes, number 11, Doug Barney. Returning to the Middies.
Doug Barney coming in for the Dukes, number 11. He's a solid ball player. Won't miss much with him in there. Duke's showing pretty good depth here, I think. Ball thrown away by Barlow, or McConnell, rather.
A little bit of pressure defense, Don, and pays off again right there.
Well, everything starts with defense. I don't care if it's football, basketball, or what. It starts with defense.
You betcha.
Illner up with that sweet shot, but it's in and out. McConnell down the right side. Midview in the man-to-man. They are.
You bet.
This is Gundert. He's tough. Knocked away by Fairbairn, but they're going to call a foul.
Got him with the body, Don.
Midview foul number 50.
4:59 left in the first half. Wellington up by 4, 21-17. Shot is up, and it's good.
Enter the game for the Middies, number 10, Todd Matthews.
Todd Matthews coming in for the Middies. Number 10. Aaron Fox with it. Aaron needs to pass Matthews.
Look,
She did.
nice look.
3-point ball game. McConnell,
Oh, there's a carry.
he carried the ball. Getting ready to come in for the Dukes, number 45, Jeff Yates.
Returning for the Dukes, number 45, Jeff Yates.
He's spelling McConnell. Illner with it, stepping out of bounds. Wellington coached by Jim Eibel, and of course Midview by Troy DeFranco, assisted by Rob Overy. Gunner coming out left side, guarded by Fox. That's the matchup we expected to see all night.
A little bit out of control there, Don. He got in the paint, didn't have anywhere to go.
Fox has held Chad Sally and Brett Barlow both down real well. One 6 points, the other one's 12, I believe. I forget which is which, but Aaron Fox is an outstanding defender. Urban over to Illner. Illner from outside with a three-pointer. Well, as Barlow is hot, Illner is an unbelievable shooter if he gets on a roll. He's got
Don,
a perfect...
shooters don't quit shooting. They have to.
Yeah.
And once they start making them, you're right, they get on a roll and you can't stop them.
Barney attacked DeFranco, and David was afraid of the foul, I believe, and Barney scored it right there. Great job by Barney. 24-22, Dukes up by 2. Jeff Schaefer with it, or Todd Matthews rather. Out to Illner. Out to Fairbairn from the side. Fairbairn scores it. Hey, we're all tied up at 24 apiece.
Wellington looked like they were in a 2-1-2 defense there, Don, and Midview starts hitting those outside shots. They'll get out of that in a hurry.
Midview pressure doing a pretty fair job here. Varney called for traveling.
57, 146, and 200. 57, 146, and 200. Please report to the press table with about a minute left in the half.
Todd Matthews inbounds to Drew Illner here. Aaron Fox back to Fairbairn.
Boy, they had it too, Don.
That was the give and go. It was there.
They had it set up well there.
To Sparlow. Way over to Gundert. Way over his head. Brandon Grimm coming in for the Middies.
As
Todd Matthews.
Dick Vitale would say, you needed a ticket to catch that pass. Don.
Right. Todd Matthews did a good job while he was in there. Here comes Drew Illner, or Brandon Grimm with the ball for the Middies. 2:45 left here in the period. This is Grimm. Fox with the shot, way off. Boy, the Middies can't buy one there, but Illner was fouled.
Over the back.
Wellington foul at number 55, under his first, team's third.
That's still only the 5th foul total for the whole half, Don.
Illner inbounding for Midview. Way out to Fairbairn.
Not a good pass, but they got a break.
Fox. Out to Grimm. Stripped the three-pointer. Midview up by 3. Varney guarded by Grimm. Midview in the man-to-man. This is Barlow. The owner doing a good job now, trying to contain him. Back to Barlow, but here he goes. The owner with the ball, back to Grimm. Midview kicking it up the floor to Fox. Fairbairn. Oh, that should have been a travel, shouldn't it? I can't figure out how that was. I can't figure out how that wasn't traveling.
A little too quick, huh, Don?
Yeah, I think that was a double spinner. I think the officials were awed by that one, and they just didn't know what to do.
That was one of those NBA moves that other officials probably never saw that before here.
Schoonover trying to drive on DeFranco.
That's a good job.
Good job by Fox, turning around.
Don, I know people that listen and watch all these games that we do, they might be getting tired of talking about defense, but I'll tell you what, this is exactly what got Midview back in the ball game, got it back to lead in this ball game.
Well, it did. Here comes Brandon Grimm off the floor. The Fairbairn, guarded by Whitney, the sophomore. Fox from the side. Big rebound by Yates, and he's fouled. Probably call on David DeFranco.
That's who it was.
That's his second. They'll bring Ryan Wolf, the 6'8" senior, in here. Ryan Wolf, 6'8", a senior. Boy, what another year would do for him. He grew about 4 inches this year. Varney quickly up the floor to Whitney. Back to Varney. Wide open underneath was Gundert that time. From way outside is Whitney. Illner with the ball. Here comes Fox. Fox is tough to beat down the floor. Oh boy, he sure didn't do a good job with that first shot, but he did get fouled.
Should have went right up with it the first time, Don.
Yes, he should have. Fouled by Matt Varney, or Doug Varney rather.
Fox at the line for the Middies, shooting 2.
Fox at the line. First shot is up, and it's short.
It'll be short.
Jeff Schaefer coming in to replace Ryan Fairburn, giving him a breather. 37 seconds left in the half.
Coach DeFranco doing a pretty decent job here getting players in and out, Don, giving them a break right before half.
Well, both coaches have done a good job of substituting, I think.
Absolutely.
Here's Barlow up the floor. 25 seconds left here in the half. Knocked away here by Fox. He needs help. He's not finding it. He better call a timeout. And we do have a timeout.
Coach DeFranco called it from the bench, Don.
The 30-second timeout. I don't like that idea of the coaches being able to call a timeout from the bench. I think that should be, I think that's part of the management of the game for the players to call a timeout. There's a lot of talk here about the conference changing in the paper today and so forth. And I kind of take a look at things here. Now, more to say about that later on, but you know, a possibility here is that if Midview and Vermilion and Buckeye, I believe it was they were talking about, and Avon go to the Southwest Conference, you might have in the upper division teams like Midview, Umstead Falls, Vermilion, Amherst, and Westlake because of the size of school. In the lower division, you could have Fairview, Rocky River, Buckeye, Avon, and Bay Village could be your lower five if that happens. There's been a lot of rumors flying around about that, and it could happen.
That conference could get very interesting if that does happen.
Good.
Don.
Then I have some ideas about the Lorain County Conference might look like if they do that. Gillner from outside. Good rebound in there by Gunder, but taken by Schaefer. That's the end of the first half, and the score Midview 27 and Wellington 24. We'll be back for the second half after the skipper program. Pretty well matched up by David DeFranco. Matter of fact, David DeFranco getting maybe a little bit better of it that first half, but anyway, that matchup has been a standoff. But certainly, Barlow picking up the slack for Wellington. So.
Oh, absolutely. He put on a pretty good shooting display there, especially in the first quarter, Don.
Well, we'll see adjustments here. Man-to-man defense by Midview. Inside here to Yates, back out here to Whitney. Gunder down underneath here looking for the ball. Gunder with a height advantage on Fox.
Good block by Fox.
Blocked the ball. Down deep here to Fairburn. Fairburn back out to Fox. Out to Grimm. Grimm will take the three-pointer. No, he should have taken the three-pointer. It's wide open. It's wide open. Boy, oh boy.
They're trying to get the ball down in the paint, Don.
Well,
like
but Fox or Grimm was wide open. McConnell with it, knocked the ball off of Grimm. Yeah, when you get open shots like that, you have to take them.
Oh, I agree. That's
nobody around him. Back out to McConnell. Down deep is Barlow, guarded by Fox.
Midview in a 2-3 zone, Don.
Gunder from way outside. Rebound taken by Fox for Midview. Here's Grimm. Now that's the kind of passes I don't like, but I'll take that. And I'm sure Wellington would
You'll take that. Second pass, though, right,
yeah.
Don? The one underneath the basket.
Yeah. Bounce pass over to Gunder. I look for Coach Eibel to call a timeout here. Things, Wellington not starting out well here the second half. A little sloppy. I think if Midview scores another basket here, I have a hunch he may well do that.
I'd be willing to, probably put a little bit of money on that too, Don.
David DeFranco with it inside to Fairburn. Fairburn is fouled. Fairburn has a quick move inside there. And if you get him going to his left, boy, he's tough to handle driving for the bucket. Fairburn at the line. Shooting 2 shots. First one's good. Second shot is no good.
Almost.
Yates with a big rebound for the Dukes. McConnell with it. Gotta make that Barlow, rather. This is Gundert. Ball taken away.
Double team there, Don, by Aaron Fox and Drew Illner, both with very quick hands.
Fox looking for Grimm. They need to wipe Ilmer off here so they get him a shot. I don't understand that. David DeFranco.
Oh.
Blocked by Yates. A clean block. They called a foul. I thought it was a clean block. Might have got him with the body.
See Drew Illner go over to have a little talk with him there. I think the Drew was looking for the pass back outside. He was wide open.
Shot is good. Substitution coming in. Varney coming in for... Who is he coming in for? Coming in for Whitney. Second shot is up. It's good. David DeFranco in the last game or two has found his foul shot, foul stroke. Was struggling early in the year. Timeout, Wellington.
There's your timeout you were saying, Don.
Yeah, that's right. You know, talking about Lorain County Conference, now, if Midview goes to Southwestern and so forth, I would look kind of, they're talking about Black River and Columbia coming into the Lorain County Conference. So that happens, that lineup would look like Black River, Columbia, Overland, Clearview, Wellington, Firelands, Keystone, and Brookside. Possibility that's what the Lorain County Conference would look like.
On paper, that's a pretty good little
That's a nice conference
right there.
That is.
Pretty evenly matched the way it looks right now, anyway.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I expect, you know, if that, whatever happens, I think it's going to happen in the next 3 months, because what'll happen, those teams will start playing if that happens in the, not this coming year, of course, but the year after. So it's going to be interesting to see what shakes out.
I think they did say it would take like 2 years before it.
But those teams will have to gear up football-wise, because Wellington has a great program going. And but I tell you, those if that lineup happens, teams are going to have a tough time with Wellington in that conference. Ball's tied up. Call timeout by Varney. 32-24. Midview applying better defensive pressure, and Wellington not reacting well to it right now. So I'm sure Coach Eibel is addressing that in the huddle over there right now.
He's got to, Don. The players have to realize that when they get the ball inbound, they can't go to the sidelines, because that's exactly what Midview wants them to do. They just crap them right there, and there's nowhere for them to go.
That's right.
You got to keep the ball in the center of the floor.
Chris Schoonover, I'm surprised. I of course, not seen Wellington play yet this year. Schoonover doesn't get a lot of playing time. I thought he'd get a lot more playing time than he does, but evidently they spell he and Yates. Ball stolen by Fox. Fox is quick, I'll tell you. Illner with a tip. Varney not getting much against Fox, and I'll tell you, Fox has just shut down the high scorers in the conference so far this year. Both Sally and Bartlett were shut down, and now he's doing the same thing to Gundert with help. Foul on Grimm. Maybe with a 10-point lead here. Dukes trying to get the ball inbound here. Whitney with it now. Just a sophomore, 6'4". Back to Varney. Whitney from outside. Fox for the rebound. David DeFranco, Middies handling the boards. Durbin and DeFranco starting to take control of
the
boards.
Big boys getting involved in there now, Don.
Yeah, they're starting to take control of boards. Here's Schoonover. I'm sure Coach Eibel doesn't want him out there much. Varney was the What do we have here?
Aaron Fox, I think, Don.
Midview foul number 40, David DeFranco is third.
Oh, I thought they called that on
Third
Aaron.
foul on DeFranco. Varney was the back for Wellington that threw that, when Midview got sucked in on that pass play, Varney was the one that threw that pass, I think.
Yes, he was.
This last fall.
Midview back in a 2-3 zone, Don.
6'8"
Keep
Wolf
switching
back in there
and
now.
forth. Oh, my.
Wow. Foul called on the Middies. Ryan Wolf, the 6'8" senior, back in there now in the middle for the Middies.
His first, team third.
Gilner with a foul there.
It's only his first, Don, so we're in no trouble there.
Gundert inside to Schoonover. Schoonover was fouled by Wolf. Ryan the Wolf needs to just stand back and with his height wait till Schoonover goes up and then slap the ball away. He knows he doesn't. He can stand away from Schoonover with Schoonover trying to body him up and just stand away and then knock it away with that superior height.
Ryan's been doing a good job lately.
Doing a pretty good job. Schoonover shot is in and out. Midview with a 12-point lead here in the third quarter.
He's getting, seems to be getting a lot more aggressive down underneath than what he was early in the season.
That shot is up and good. 36-25. Dukes down by 11 here.
Wellington with a little bit of pressure of their own here.
Brandon Grimm with the ball.
I don't think we're going to
Referee's counting.
No trouble with that.
Grimm better get it across court here. Grimm driving, puts the ball up, and he's fouled. Good drive by Brandon Grimm. And he can make foul shots.
Wellington foul number 55.
Don't jinx him now, Don.
He's third. Brandon Grimm at the line for the Middies, shooting 2.
Well, again, you Duke fans, we're used to, of course, doing the Midview games, so we're giving you a good balance here in the reporting here. That's our intention. Shot no good. Aaron Fox with the ball from Midview. Fox trying to drive the lane, puts it up, and no good.
Well, he just
fighting for the rebounds. Chris Schoonover with the ball.
Can't get the roll, Don.
Chris Schoonover yanked the ball out of there for the Dukes. This is Barlow. Here's Schoonover. Whitney over to Varney, inside to Gundert. Gundert trying to put it in. Schoonover with a rebound. This is Whitney, fouled by Grimm. Got a little rugged underneath there.
Midview foul number 14, Rich. He's fifth. Returning to the Middies, number 24,
Mike Krashenko in for the Middies, replacing Drew Illner.
That's 8 fouls total down this half. I don't think there was about 3 or 4 total the whole first half.
Well, Pace usually steps up in the second
A little
half.
more stepping up defense out there.
Barlow from way out. Schoonover with a rebound. Ryan Wolf, the 6'8" senior, was fouled. Varney was reaching up high and got him on the bottom of the elbow. Varney standing.
That's as high as he can reach.
Varney standing just 6 foot. And Wolf is every bit of 6'8", I'll tell you, folks. He grew 4 inches over the summer, and like I said, he needed another year. One of those late bloomers. Fox quickly down the floor. Boy, Schoonover bumped Wolf there almost. Fox with it. There's Grimm. Back out to Krashenko. Surprising Krashenko didn't shoot that. Krashenko.
Surprised they didn't call it travel.
Absolutely. There's Fairbairn with a shot top of the key. Yeah, you're right on that. I thought he traveled. Midview all of a sudden with a 14-point lead here. The third quarter is Barlow. Back to Varney. Gundert out to Whitney. Whitney up with the shot, knocked away by Fairbairn.
I believe there might have been a foul there too, Don.
Could have been. Whitney up with a shot and in. Whitney's first goal, I think. It is. Mike Worley waiting to come in for Midview. 2:13 left in the quarter. Here's Krashenko. Back to Grimm. Looks like Midview running a little bit of clock. Grimm, shot from outside. Schooner with a rebound, knocked away by Grimm.
Number 22, Mike Worley.
Barney guarded by Worley. Way down here to Gundert. Gundert driving to Schoonover. Good foul by Wolf. Schooner would have had that one. So that was a good foul by Wolf, actually. Schoonover at the line. Shooting 2 for sure.
Awful lucky he didn't make that basket, Don. He had a good look at that hoop.
First shot is good. Jeff Schaefer coming in for Ryan Wolf. Ryan Wolf has really played well this year for not having played hardly at all last year. Second shot is good. 10-point game again.
The things that Ryan Wolf does, Don, don't show up in the scorebook.
No, he intimidates
people who watch the games know that he's been playing real well lately.
Jeff Schaefer absolutely telegraphed that pass. Drew Ilner getting ready to come in for Midview. Replacing Aaron Fox. Fairbairn with it. Foul on Schoonover. Wellington, the folks don't care for that ball at all.
Schoonover is first,
He wasn't set, Don. He was moving.
Yes, he was.
There's the travel.
That was a good call.
Very good call.
Absolutely. Ilner was
I'll
traveling.
tell you what, Don, these referees are, I think,
they're doing a pretty fair
probably
job.
the best we've seen all year.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a pretty fair job, I think. Jeff Yates coming in, replacing Chris Schoonover. Barlow inbounding it to Whitney. We're down to 1:30 left in the quarter. Oh, he almost traveled. Barlow guarded by Krashenko. Barlow with a big height advantage there. Maybe playing tighter defense than they did the first half, that's for sure.
Oh, look down the floor. He looked the wrong way.
Krashenko should have looked down the floor. Worley with it over to Ilner. Oh, Ilner needs to shoot that. Oh, that's his shot, boy, right?
Did you call it or what? You can feel it, couldn't you?
He can sit out there and make an awful high percentage of those shots. That's his shot. 42-29. Middies on top by 13. Whitney with the ball. Below a minute here. Now there's Gundert. He's going to drive all the way. Gundert puts it in. Gundert's starting to wake up here a bit here. Sitting there with the, I don't know how many points he has, but 7 points, Emmett says. So he's starting to move a little bit. 35 seconds. Maybe you probably play for the last shot. Schaefer with it. Back to Ilner.
Let me guess who would take that last shot out of yours.
Well, it'd be Ilner for sure. Down below 20 seconds, below 15. Down to 10. Ilner has to make a move. He's got to call for 5 if he doesn't do it. Fairbairn, nice block, but got him with the body.
Oh, boy.
It was
I don't know about that one either, Don.
No, I don't either. I mean, it was a clean block. He may have gotten him with a body, but it was that was a touchy call there. I'm not sure I would have called that a foul.
That would have been one of those good no calls right there.
I think so.
Just let him go.
Yeah, that was a clean block on that ball. That one's no good.
Look at this.
The owner can really get up in the air. That's the end of the third quarter with a score. Midview 42 and Wellington 31. We'll stay right here. And the Wellington cheerleaders want to name the varsity cheerleaders here for the Dukes. They are Melissa Barnes, Amber Batten, Robin Broad, Misty Broand, Lindsey Brown, Angela Klein, Jessica Standen, and Amy Storrow. Played football against Wellington and played against the Max Storrow. I'm sure she's probably related in some way. Long time ago, that game. That was a great game. Midview's first year in Wellington, and Midview tied 12-12. 1955. Remember that, Emmett? Yeah, Emmett says he was a year old.
A year old when? What year?
1955.
Yes, you were. Me too.
Okay, we're ready to start the fourth quarter, and it's going to be a wild one, I'm sure.
Each team down with 16 fouls, so the next one for each team, they'll be shooting them.
That traffic call on Grimm. Good call.
There again, Don, he had that open three.
Yeah.
Should have just stood right there taking the shot.
Midview outscored the Dukes that quarter, 15-7. This is Gundert. Fox guarding him. I thought he traveled. No, they're going to call a foul. I'll be darned. They called a foul. Well, if Wellington's going to pull back up here and be there at the finish, Gundert's probably going to have to step up.
Probably they're two big boys, Don.
And DeFranco are a standoff down there, and I don't think that's going to be a factor. But Gundert could be another problem. Well,
Could very well be.
If Gundert gets hot here, why? That could be a big factor for the Dukes. The owner with it. Midview up by 8. Middy's trying to draw the Dukes out. The owner, Franco. Back to the owner. To Grimm. Aaron Fox to Schaefer. The Midview ball. Good defense by the Dukes in there.
David's got to be ready for that pass. He won't.
Schoonover with a big rebound for the Dukes.
They could get it down to 6 here, Don.
Yep. Yates with the ball. Yates up with the shot and in. You did it. You said it, rather. 6-point game. Duke's applying some pressure now. Grimm intercepted by Yates.
I don't know where that pass was going, but
there's Gundert. Also, we have a 4-point game. And Gundert goes to the line. Gundert now with 12 all of a sudden. Have a timeout. Midview varsity cheerleaders, by the way, are Megan May, Deanna Sears, Stacy Williams, Sarah Barnhart, Lisa Brzezinski, Megan Soto, Jessica Laskos, Holly Lucas, and their advisor is Debbie Herring. The advisor for the varsity cheerleaders, of course, is Debbie Kimmig for the Dukes. She's the advisor for both junior varsity and varsity. Well, we've got a ball game. Any thoughts Midview had of pulling away here kind of faded, and we have a ball game. Dan Gunnard at the line. Count it. 3-point game. Yeah, David DeFranco is bigger than Schoonover there, Nick. Surprising.
Right back to him.
Gilner with the shot. Well,
I'm getting like you, Don. I'm starting to call that.
Well, Wellington will have to come out on Gilner, because I would tell you right now, he'll beat him by himself if they don't nose up on him on that shot. Once he's on a roll, he can, he can shoot a phenomenal percentage on those shots. Gunnard with it to Schoonover. Schoonover getting it across there before the 10 seconds were up.
Wellington fans telling him to get it over to half court.
Number 35, Brent Simonson in the game now for the Dukes. Simonson over to Schoonover. Schoonover trying to move on DeFranco. Thinks better of it.
Like you said, that's a standoff there, Don.
Yeah, it is. Simonson in the Schoonover. Back to Simonson.
Travel.
Turnover. Midi ball.
Don, I don't understand why number 23 isn't on the floor.
That's right, Barlow. Well, the 30-second timeout for the Dukes. Let's take a look and see who's playing who next here. The Dukes, after this game, play Keystone at home. That'll be a big ball game. And then the Middies have Avon next. And that game, I believe, is away. It is. On the 22nd, I think, which is Tuesday.
That's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, and the Wellington game with Keystone should be also on a Tuesday, I believe it is. Well, somebody has to beat Clearview, that's for sure. Otherwise, the shakeout's strictly going to be for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place, I guess. But nobody seems to have the answer for Clearview. Way down here to Fearbin. Fearbin missed DeFranco, really. There's Gilner with that three-pointer. I'm telling you, if Wellington doesn't come out and guard that shot,
he will absolutely burn you.
He'll win it by himself. Gunder, good block by boy.
He pushed off with the offhand, Don.
Foul on David DeFranco. Gunner going to the line.
That's on David. I think that's his 4th.
Yes, it is. Jeff Schaefer will be coming in.
At the line for the Dukes, number 55, David Gunnard, shooting 2.
Shot is up. It's good. Schaefer coming in. Placing DeFranco. Simonson taking the seat for the Dukes, and Barlow coming in. Yates taking a seat for the Dukes, and McConnell coming in. You mention the name McConnell and you think of Wellington right away. Boy, this McConnell is all over. All over.
Have been for years.
Absolutely. McConnell is surely a Wellington name. Grimm to Ilner. Ilner, Schaefer. Inside to Fearbin. Fearbin up with the shot. Wow, in and out.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's...
Gunder's going to try to force this thing and try to drive for the hoop and draw fouls, I think. Guarded by Fox. Here's Barlow on Schaefer.
I think they got him for a travel down.
Good job by Schaefer.
Excellent defense.
Looks like Midview playing a little bit offense-defense here. Krashenko coming in when Midview has the ball, and I think they'll see Schaefer.
Sits down, right?
Yeah. 7-point Midview lead. Fox over to Grimm. To Illner. To Fairbairn. They've got Gundert on Illner now. They don't want him taking that shot.
I'll tell you what, I think Drew's a little bit too quick for him, Don.
I don't know. Gunder's a good ball player, Nick. He might be able to handle that. Krashenko was fouled by Varney. Yeah, Gunder's a smart ball player, and he'll... he's the type of kid that'll look at another kid's tendencies and get that step before Illner can get started. So he probably hold his own with Drew on that side of it, but he'll have to nose up quick or Illner will burn him. Krashenko with the shot. Good. 48-40, Midview up by 8.
We need to make all these free throws down. It's
both teams.
Part of Midview's problem.
Well, both teams have to make free throws down the stretch here. Ball down to Gundert. Wow, what a collision that was. They're going to call a foul on Grimm, I think. Man, they were both airborne on that one. Barney. Yeah, Doug Barney at the line.
They'll be shooting 2 now down all the rest of the game now.
Barney, Gundert gets his points and without, without being noticed too much a lot of times, seems like. But he just plays the entire game, and he's well-rounded ball player, so he's going to be where the action is, no question about it.
Hey, he's well below his average right now, though, Don.
Well, yeah, but the game is still 3 minutes to go yet. Well, individual averages out the window on this one. Both these teams want to win. They don't care about the individual averages. Krashenko. They're trying to wipe Illner clean here, I think, to get him a shot. He's got to move quicker now. So Illner's got to move. He can't. He just lasted basically running around here. They want him inside. It's surprising. Going to be a foul called on McConnell. Fox will go to the line.
Wellington foul number 33, Matt McConnell, his first team day.
That was a set play there for Drew Illner, Don, right? He just kept going back and forth from the paint, out, back into paint.
Illner is a great leaper, too, by the way, if you fans haven't noticed. He can really get up in the air. Fox's shot is up and good. Foul shots are important down the stretch, like you said, for both teams. Midview lead back up to 9 now. Whitney with it. Here's Barlow. Guarded by Fox. Down to Gundert. To Schoonover. Schoonover bodying up Krashenko.
He got fouled by Krashenko.
Krashenko.
Not much he could do there.
Not at all. Krashenko only stands here about 5'10", I think. 5'11". Schoonover 6'4" or 6'5", but I think he's 6'4", but he's a big boy, that's for certain.
The 5'11" might be stretching it a little bit for
absolutely.
Mike Krashenko, too.
You're right there. This shot is up, and it's no good.
Oh, boy, did they get a break there.
Yeah, rebound by Fox.
Look down the floor.
This is Fox. To Krashenko. To Grimm. Looking for Illner. Here's Illner coming around. I thought he was wiping around the side here. Back to Krashenko. Krashenko driving. Well, I'm surprised he shot that. Trying to get over Schoonover. Midview didn't have to shoot that quick here. They got leading by 9. You think they want to run some clock?
Shot that ball too quick down there, Don.
Yeah. Wow, that's a charging.
Wow. Good ball.
Oh, goodness.
Good call.
You think that's a good call?
They called it a... the referee over there called an offensive foul.
I didn't think that was I thought it was a charge.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
The referee over there called a charge.
It's going to be a no call. They're going to give the ball out to Wellington. Boy, I thought that was a charge. I'm trying to be impartial here, but I thought that was a charge.
There's a referee right in front of it, Don, called it a charge. So.
Well, it'll probably be a no call here. Or they may give the charge. The referee in front of the play called it. Boy, I thought that was a clear-cut charge, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
The double foul, number 55.
Well, they gave him an out, didn't they?
I think they took the easy way out of that one, Don.
Yeah, they did.
Double foul, and the possession arrow goes to Wellington, so...
Duke ball. Having a hard time getting it in. Barney with it. There's Barney. We're looking for Gunder here, but this is Schoonover into Gunder, knocked away by Fox.
Excellent job there, just to knock the ball out of there.
This is Fox with it.
Nice pass.
Fox with the score, 53-42. 11-point Midview win. Excuse me, I'm sorry. 11-point Midview lead, not a win. The game's not over with.
Two-minute warning, Don.
2 minutes left here, 53-42. Well, it's been a hard-fought ball game. David DeFranco's sitting out most of the fourth quarter here. Now, if they'll bring him back in or not, they may not.
I'll tell you one thing, Don. Here again, this game tonight is one of Midview's better all-around ball games of the year, right here. I think it is. Defensively, they played real well.
All right. Barlow will inbound for the Dukes. Down to Barlow. Beerbin. Fox fighting for the rebound. Beerbin knocks it off from Schoonover. Wow.
That's the right call.
The Wellington fans not happy with that one. Brandon Grimm with it. Out to Fox. Up to Ilner. Grimm. Gunder all the way with it. Well, no call there. Could have been one, but good defense by the Dukes. Foul called on Barney.
He's shooting two, Don.
Grimm at the line. Shot is up. It's good. Back up to a 10-point lead. Make it, no. Get a foul on Fox.
Ball on Aaron Fox.
Sends Wellington to the line. That's not a good foul. The Fox stop. That favors the Dukes to be able to do that. Bad choice by Fox. Barney at the line shooting 2.
Midview foul number 34, Aaron Fox. It's 100. Shot Barney at the line for the Dukes. Shooting.
Barney's shot is good. 9-point game. That shot is no good. Rebound Fairbairn. Stolen by Varney.
Stolen right back by Ryan Fairbairn.
Grimm with the ball for the Middies. Grimm bringing it up the floor. Timeout. Middies.
Full timeout, Don.
Full timeout. Well, leading scorers in the game so far are Gundert for Wellington with 16 and Illner 15 for Midview.
Navy girls basketball team will host the game for Brookside on Wednesday, January 24th, beginning at 6 o'clock.
If Midview wins this game, they'll go to 4-2 in the conference. And Wellington will be at 2-4, which will just about take away any chance Wellington has of jumping up into maybe second place or whatever. And Wellington starting out real strong, as did Midview, and then faltered, as did Midview. Midview coming out very strong with a big win over Brunswick, and then went downhill from there. And like you say, Nick, they're starting to show some signs of revitalization here, mainly on a defensive end. And again, that's where it starts.
The proof of that defensive part of that statement, Don, is Mr. Barlow hasn't scored second half.
Well, that's true. He really burned the Middies the first half.
I know he wasn't on the floor for a while, but still they've held him scoreless.
David DeFranco in for the Middies. DeFranco is fouled. And like you said, David's been doing very well at the foul line lately, so that may not be a plus for the Dukes here.
David's got a big smile on his face. It must be he's getting so he likes this going to the free throw line late in the game.
Free throw shooting is confidence, for the most part. He's got, tell you what.
Well, he looks much better, doesn't he?
He was shooting terribly in the first part of the season here, but he's really last couple 3 games he has shot well. On the stroke. 11-point Midview lead. Coming in for DeFranco is Ryan Fairbairn. They're holding David out. They don't want him to get that 5th foul. Matt Barlow inbounding for the Dukes. Boy, Owner almost snuck up there and stole that.
The guys are going.
Barney looking for Whitney inside. Fox with the foul. Again, Aaron shouldn't be doing that. I mean, the Dukes go to the line, and Gunder would be next to the foul shooter with a clock stop. Doesn't make any sense.
Gunder is the line for the Dukes, shooting 2.
Shot is up. No good. That one's no good. Oh, there's a foul if I ever saw one. What happened here? What happened here? world? I thought there was a foul down here. Did somebody call a timeout or something? Oh, boy. Well, with the 11-point lead, it probably doesn't.
I know one thing. I think Coach DeFranco did call that timeout, but Ryan Fairbairn was yelling and screaming for the ball because there wasn't anybody down here just in the floor with them. Maybe that's what the referee heard.
Well, I thought, honestly, again, I thought there was a foul down there. I thought that he got hammered, but again, what do I know?
So it's Midview ball out, right?
Yeah, well, the Duke fans, you know, they're rather laid back about what happens, you know. They just take this game in a stroll, you know. They don't get excited much. No, they're rabid fans, no question about that. As are Midview's fans.
That referee's staying on the other side of the floor, I'll guarantee you that.
There's Fox inbounding to Illner. Back to Fox. Fox very quickly down the floor.
Nice move there. Very good move by David.
Boy, oh boy. Grimm got hit twice before that. Wow.
Number 15, Tyler Winning,
Grimm shooting two. Excellent foul shooter. This one's good.
Tell you what, down there's
Midview's made their foul shots tonight.
Biggest part of your difference in the score right there, buddy.
Yeah, Midview's made their foul shots
Just
tonight.
here coming down the stretch. Wellington's missed 2 or 3 in a row here at the end. Midview's making there, so.
Made them both. 13-point Midview lead. Barney coming down the floor with the ball. Looking for Gundert, I'm sure.
I would just let him go.
Barlow over the shot. Barney. There's a foul. No question about that one. Griffin coming down and caught Barney on his way up.
Midview foul number 50, Ryan.
He wasn't going to let him make the shot, Don, that's for sure.
Shot is up. That's good. Right on the money. Griffin coming out. DeFranco coming in.
Number 40, David DeFranco.
I'd say David DeFranco outweighs Schoonover by about 20 pounds. Boy, David's gotten awfully big in the shoulders even since football. There's a foul.
What'd you say, Don? 20 pounds?
I'd say about 20 pounds.
I'll tell you what, it looked like it, all of that.
David just a sophomore. Gundert fouled out. Well, I don't think either side has to complain about the officiating. I mean, there was, there were miscues both sides here. And overall, I thought it was decent, except for about 3 or 4 situations where there was some confusion.
That's what we said earlier, Don. I think the referees did a real nice job.
They did, except they had about 3 or 4 situations that they didn't do a good job with. Other than that, they did a pretty fair job, I thought.
Terry would be proud of you tonight.
Yes, he would. Illner's shot. Illner's the best free throw shooter the Middies have. 60-47. Midview substitutions coming in. Gunter and Mostad from the JV team. On with Worley. Todd Matthews. Here comes Barlow. Way outside with a 3-pointer.
There he is.
Well, I tell you, Barlow has been hot tonight.
Where's he been, Don?
I don't know, but he's been...
I'm glad he didn't get started a little earlier.
Oh, boy.
That's his third three.
I don't know if he shoots like that all the time, but I'll tell you what, if he does, he's an excellent shooter. Dunner on the line for the Middies. Well, the Middies will put this one in the win column, and the Dukes will have another loss here. Like I say, Midview will go to 4-2 in the conference, and the Dukes to 2-4. First shot, no good. Luke Reese coming in for the Middies, replacing Mike Worley. Well, the Middies had a little bit too much for the Dukes tonight, but we'll see what happens when the Middies have to travel to Wellington. Dunner with the ball. Into the game comes Yates for...
Returning to the Dukes, number 45, Jeff Yates.
Yates for Barlow. Barlow twisted an ankle or something down there. He got tangled up.
Don, he takes his seat. I'm going to tell you right now, he only took 9 shots from the floor, and he made 5 of them.
Wow.
3 threes to go with those.
They needed to give him some more shots. Well, Chris Schoonover just gave Midview another opportunity to put a couple more points on the board. Ryan Wolf is a good foul shooter. Yeah, I keep my mouth shut. I jinxed him, didn't I? Yeah, really jinxed him. Ball intercepted by Matthews. That's the end of the ball game. Midview wins 60-50. And let me see here. I had my points figured out here. 60-50.